As of today, I have officially finished my first semester of college. And boy, was it a weird one. It was weird being on my own. Like, first of all, being on my own for the first time ever for an extended amount of time, and then having all that happen in the middle of a pandemic. There are certainly a lot of things I need to get through. Before I say anything else, I need to give the biggest thank you from the bottom of my heart to my roommate, Trevor. Trevor has been an absolute rock star of a roommate this semester. We both kind of made a pact to have our main priority keeping each other safe, because Trevor is from Texas and he doesn't really have any family within 2,000 miles of campus, as opposed to me, where I have many family members within a 15-minute drive of me. But Trevor has been absolutely awesome this semester. I don't think we fought about anything, not once. We were very agreeable with each other. We kind of kept to our own sides of the room. We shared food every now and then, which was nice. Toward the beginning of the semester, he's a big Dallas Stars fan, so we watched a bunch of hockey, and then we watched as many Cubs games as we could together. We watched sports together. We watched a bunch of shows and movies together. King of the Hill was our favorite. We watched that almost every day going to the end of the semester. But we pretty much spent almost the entire semester in our dorm room, playing video games or studying, or I even attended most of my classes from my couch toward the end of the semester, because I only had one in-person class and that got canceled half the time. So Trevor, if you are watching this, I just want to give you a huge thank you. Everybody that I have talked to about you has said how smart we are and how smart you are about staying safe during the pandemic. And Trevor is a sophomore. He has been at Iowa State a year already, so he kind of knows the ins and outs a little bit. But there were a lot of people in Ames that did really stupid stuff, and they got the virus because they were stupid. And at one point, Ames was one of the worst spots on the whole planet. And I'm shocked we didn't shut down toward late August, early September. But Trevor was super smart. We were both super smart. We were safe. We both went to a handful of social events, but those were organized by the university. They were distanced. They were safe. I'll get into what I did a little bit later, but Trevor, everybody I have talked to about you has thanked you for how awesome you've been and how safe you've been. My parents and my relatives in town have thanked you multiple times because you've helped keep me safe. And I really hope that I get to see you on time in late January. So Trevor has just been an absolute rock star, and he's really the only true friend that I really made in Ames. I have a few people that I met that I talk to every now and then, but I consider Trevor a true friend after the 3.5 months we spent together just shacking up in our room and just blocking out the virus and staying safe. So Trevor, thank you for being awesome. Okay, now that that's out of the way, where to start? I left not 24 hours before the derecho hit the Midwest. And I came back home the other night, and I was just blown away. I don't even recognize my own hometown anymore because there's so many trees missing, and there were a couple of big landmarks that kind of got damaged or taken out. The big railroad bridge by the McDonald's and the car dealership is gone, which was really weird to see. There are a bunch of trees that are gone. My dad's street looks completely different. My mom's backyard is absolutely destroyed. There's no fence there, and my dad has sections of fence missing there too. But yeah, I left for college not 24 hours before the storm hit. So I was in Ames while my immediate family was in this spot where I am right now, waiting out the storm. And the damage was catastrophic. My dorm, Joffrey Hall and Ames, lost power for about a day and a half. So that kind of sucked, but it was nothing compared to what my family faced here. So I felt really bad that I couldn't be there. But what I did do was, my uncle lives in Ames, and his backyard is like full of trees. Like, it's all trees, and about half of them got knocked down during the storm. So I went over for a day and helped them clean up. And then they also housed me for another night. They housed me for 2 nights over the semester. The first one was during the storm cleanup, waiting for my dorm power to kick back on. And then the other one was when Trevor came in from Texas about 2 days before school started. Now, what the protocol is roommates need to like move in 24 hours separate from each other to wait on testing. And what I did that entire day was I just stayed outside the whole day. Like, I took my electronics with me and I just played video games under trees. There was this one really nice group of people who came up and said, "Hey, you want to play some spike ball with us?" So I played a couple rounds of spike ball with them to help pass the time. But Trevor's results didn't get back until the next day, so I met him about the day before class started. So that was my first week, just kind of getting used to being on my own. It was weird, like, navigating through that storm. That was kind of scary. Like, the first time I'm really on my own, a big storm hits, I had some help from my family, which was really nice. But it was kind of scary those first few days, and the first few days were definitely the hardest. As far as my classes this semester, I had 6 of them. I had 3 journalism classes, a required library class that's half a semester that I had to take that was kind of a pain, but I got it done. And then I had a statistics class and a history class. Most of, not all of, but most of my professors were absolutely awesome. Like, they adapted to online really, really well. And you could tell that they really enjoy their jobs. Like, that's one thing that I love about Iowa State. Like, pretty much my entire family has gone to college there, and I have heard stories about how great the professors are, how great the atmosphere is. That's one thing I was really bummed out about. I've pretty much dreamed of going to Iowa State every day since I was about 4 years old. And it really sucked not being able to be in the student section at football games. I did go to one football game though this year, more on that later. But what the college experience that I dreamed of really didn't happen this semester, and that took me a few weeks to swallow. It was kind of hard, but I looked at the bright side. I had a great roommate who was as smart about staying safe from the virus as I was, so that was huge. That was absolutely huge. And I did have family in town that helped me out. My family, between my dad, mom, and siblings, they came up to see me a total of 3 times throughout the semester, which was really nice. That really helped mentally. But yeah, I spent most of my days curled up in my dorm room on my couch doing homework. And in my free time, I recorded YouTube and watched some Netflix and some Disney Plus, and that was the bulk of my semester. But I think the highlight of my semester in Ames this year was going to the Iowa State Baylor game in the press box. Let me explain. What I plan to do with my career is, what I did over the summer was help broadcast / live stream / announce high school baseball games for Linmar, which is my high school. So I did that, and I want to go into sports radio of some kind. I'm getting more and more flexible on what I could possibly do in the sports radio industry. So the radio station in Ames, Cure, K-U-R-E, I know a guy there, Jack, who I marched with in high school before the semester even started. I think we got into a conversation about how I wanted to get involved in radio. He's like, oh yeah, I'll talk to the sports executive or the sports manager at the station. And within the hour, I was talking to him and he was sending me forms to sign. So I got involved with the radio station over this semester, which was super, super awesome. And I got to do a ton of cool things. I recorded sports broadcasts, or podcasts, but it was really cool. We got to talk about sports, which was awesome. I got to write 2 articles recapping Iowa State football games, which were really awesome. And then toward the end of the season, before the cases shot up again, I got an opportunity to attend a game in the press box. So I had a better view and understanding of the game to write my article on the Baylor game, which was awesome. Guys, the view from up there was amazing. I'll put some photos right here, especially the one that they misspelled my press pass, which I've been getting crap about for weeks now, and I'll probably get more crap about it since I'm putting it on the channel. But that's not what is important. English. It was so cool being in that press box, and they fed me. They gave me a box dinner of Chick-fil-A, I think it was. Yeah, it was Chick-fil-A. And it was really nice. But the radio station really gave me something to do over this semester, which was super, super awesome. And as kind of crappy as it was to not have the full college experience just yet, I still absolutely love Iowa State as much as I thought I would and more. And I haven't even done most of the stuff I even want to do yet. Hopefully by next year, or even toward the end of this next semester. That's pushing it a bit, but I'm confident that by my sophomore year, I'm gonna be able to do some stuff that I really want to do. But I really did thoroughly enjoy most of my classes. I was engaged. I was learning a lot, and I did pretty well. If I did the calculations right, I'm at a 325 GPA, which isn't great, but my statistics class is now over, and I never have to take another math class again. So yay! That's been torturing me since the 7th grade. I really hate math. Can you tell? I'm recording this, I'm posting this the same day as I'm recording this, but this morning I took my last final, my statistics final. I got a C+ on it, which is awesome, because not gonna lie, for a minute there I thought I was gonna bomb it. I have bombed a couple, but I might actually get a B- depending on what my instructor does with extra credit points. That's aside the point. My first semester of college is now pretty much over, pending grades, and as much as I missed out on some stuff, the pandemic gave me opportunities that I don't think I would have had otherwise. It helped me to learn digitally, it helped me to work with people digitally, and I feel like I'm a much wiser person than I was when I left on August 9th. It's November 25th. It's been 3.5 months, and it's been a crazy 3.5 months, but I feel like I've learned a lot, and that I'm a better person now, I guess. But I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm really, really glad to be home. I feel like I've slept a lot better since I've got home, just because I feel like I'm in a much safer environment than I was in Ames. And I didn't see my girlfriend for 3.5 months, which sucked, but I can see her now roughly once, twice a week, which is really nice. So it was really rough being without her for 3.5 months, but we Skyped every day and we made it work. I can't really think of... Oh, the food. Ooh, the food there was awesome. That is pretty much... Well, that was one of the main things that kept me going, honestly. The food in Ames is... Whew, so good. So this one spot that I went mainly was we call it convos up in Ames. And what they did was you could order the food from your phone and you could pick it up and just eat it in your dorm. And that's what I did pretty much every single day. Like they had boneless wings, chicken. They had some really innovative stuff like a sunrise burger. It's like a egg McMuffin at McDonald's, but like with an actual beef patty, and it's so good. And they've got really good pasta. What else? The mac and cheese. It's not Kraft mac and cheese by any stretch of the imagination, but I ate that mac and cheese pretty much every day, and it was so good. The food up there was amazing, and I missed a lot of food from home. Like, I've already eaten a lot of stuff here that I really missed. I had Arby's the other day, which my girlfriend isn't happy about for some reason. My mom made some chicken that I liked, which is really good, but the Ames food definitely helped keep me going because it was just so good. And there was this one sandwich place that I really liked at the Memorial Union, Lance and Ellie's. I went there probably once every 2 weeks or so. I ate there with my aunt once my aunt works she works in the financial aid department at Iowa State, so she just walked over and we had lunch one day and it was really nice. So yeah, the food was great. I did buy some clothes at the Memorial Union. The Memorial Union is awesome. Once everything is calmed down, I'm gonna go in there a lot more because they've got like a bowling alley, an arcade, a really nice store that I've bought things from on multiple occasions. Iowa State is just so awesome, guys, and there's still so much stuff that I haven't experienced yet, but I thought I would just tell you guys what happened from my point of view during the pandemic when I was away from home, because I feel like I really haven't talked about it a ton, like in the videos that I usually post. But yeah, I think that's all I've got. So there will be a Hyrule Warriors video tomorrow. I'm currently working on trying to obtain a PS5. Hopefully I have it by the time the Zelda series is over. I'm not doing any PS5 stuff until the Zelda series is over, because that's my main priority, and I want to crank that out as fast as I possibly can, because oh my gosh, it's such a great game. But yeah, it's pretty much gonna be family time and recording for me these next few months. So thank you guys for listening to me talk. Trevor, if you're still here, thank you for being an awesome roommate, dude. You're the best. Travel home safe. And yeah, that's all I got. See you guys next time. Peace out.